Hi, my name is Stephanie Robbins, and I am the president and CEO of Robbins Plumbing here in Phoenix, Arizona. And I want to cover today really hardcore about tankless water heaters and maintenance. That's my dog coughing. I apologize. But she doesn't feel well today, and she's with me everywhere. Water heater maintenance is required no matter what water heater you have. But I am here to tell you and stand firm on my little size 6 shoe. Do not buy a tankless water heater if you are not willing to give it the love and attention it deserves. And here's what I mean by that. Your tankless water heater, it's on demand. Like, its power load is insane. Whether you get electric, you're gonna have to upgrade your electric system. You get gas, likely we're upgrading your gas line, but that be to you, it is on demand, it wants it now. You're like, it's gonna be endless. You want this thing to be amazing for you, which means it needs a hug. It needs a little love. You would not expect your high-end car to run long-term without giving it an oil change and all of the things that it needs to perform well. So I'm very surprised, not anymore, I used to be surprised that people purchased tankless water heaters and then ignored them, and then they were surprised that they didn't work anymore. And it's like, whoa. This thing is literally on demand, producing in a second what 50 gallons was sitting there storing all day doing, like on demand. So they absolutely require maintenance, flushing, and to be looked after annually, sometimes even more if you do not have good water quality. And water quality is really key here. Not even just how often you use it, but what kind of water is going through your tankless unit. So descalers before your tankless unit, absolutely yes. Some manufacturers are even requiring descalers be put on your tankless water heater to maintain the warranty. You do not, even under warranty, so let's say you have a tankless unit and hey, it broke, I didn't maintain it, your labor warranty is really only gonna cover $250. You can't buy a plumber for $250 to stand there for 4 hours and exchange your heat exchanger and all the O-rings and everything that he went through to know how to do that. So you're going to pay out of pocket for that. The parts might have been under warranty if you're lucky, because if the manufacturer can prove neglect, they have every right to say it's a limited warranty. So here's the deal. You need to absolutely consider this tankless water heater a relationship where it gives to you 365 days a year and you have to give back one. Come on, one day. Your water heater needs to be flushed, and depending on the manufacturer, they're gonna say it's vinegar or it's this or it's that. That's where a pro like Robbins Plumbing comes into account. It's hard to DIY flushing a tankless water heater. It may seem simple, but you need to make sure you have drain valves. You also need to make sure that you have a pump. So if you're not ready to go buy a pump, because you're gonna do this once a year, but then that pump has to be exclusive for your tankless water heater, and here's why. You do not want to contaminate your drinking water and bathing water with wherever that pump might have been. So I get clients, I'll just do it myself. I saw it on YouTube. Fabulous. Do you have a pump? Well, no, I'm gonna go rent one from the local hardware store. Do you know where that pump's been? Because I do. It's been in holes full of things that you would not want to dream about. And then you're gonna now connect it to your water heater. And then you're gonna bathe in that later. No. So I'm pro DIY on a lot of things, but this is one of those, if you don't know what you're doing and you don't want to make that investment, When you buy your tankless water heater, most plumbing companies, Robbins Plumbing does, you can buy a maintenance plan for that. So in a year, we're gonna come out, we're gonna flush it, we're gonna do it right, we're gonna check and clear everything, dust bunnies, we find lizards. It's crazy what we find, but it's Arizona, right? But you wanna make sure this investment, if you take care of it every year, depending on the brand, I have my favorites, of course, are going to last you 20 plus years. Water quality and maintenance, water quality and maintenance. I can't preach it enough. So if you are thinking about a tankless water heater and you're not ready to make that annual commitment, I don't recommend buying it. I think it's a complete waste of money. I see too many clients 3 years later, it's destroyed. I'm like, well, did you maintain it? Well, I did it myself. Right, this is my point. And now their $4,500 tankless unit is leaking everywhere. It's crazy, and it's like, no. So it really is a commitment of doing that and signing up. That's why we offer that annual program. So we'll remember so you don't have to. But it really is super important, whether you have electric or you have gas, tankless, or whatever brand it is, that you are tracking the water quality and you are maintaining it and flushing it every year. Bottom line, protect your investment. If you're not prepared to make that investment, a tankless water heater is definitely not a good choice unless you want to replace it in 3 years, which I'll do. That's cool. So if you have questions on a tankless, how to flush it, can I flush mine because you already have one, definitely reach out to us. This is what we do. You can reach us at 623-486-4657. You can, of course, reach us at robbinsplumbing.com, little chat, or you can send a message through there, and we're happy to help, happy to schedule someone to come out, check your situation. Maybe you have a tankless and it hasn't been maintained. Let's cross our fingers, we can get it on track. So I hope this was super helpful. If you were in the market and you're not ready and committed, go with a tank. Just go with a tank. As much as I love tankless, trust me.